I'm going to go over the basics of web components. As you can see here, I have a browser window, and then I have a folder that's called web components-hello. I have three files within it, two JavaScript files, which is components in init, and one called index.html. I'm going to drag that over to the browser. You'll see here pretty soon that this is a pretty simple page. It looks pretty nice. It is nicely laid out. So now let me go ahead and show you the HTML that's in it. So you can see there it's pretty clean as well. And I'll make some notes about some of the structure. I'll note here that I have a reference to the JavaScript files here in the header. And then you'll see as well that I have some custom components, that is some tags that I have defined. You can see there one is a nav bar. I also have a section that's called welcome, and then cards. And that corresponds here to this landing area, which is called fluid jumbotron, and that would be welcome. These are the cards, and then on top there is the navigation bar. So how is all of this coming together? Let me go ahead and show you. We'll start off here with init. As the name implies, here is where everything gets started. I start out by loading the styles. This is the very first thing that I do. I want to load it so that it looks good. Remember, the document is hidden, or if I didn't emphasize that, let me emphasize that now. You can see here, hide document until CSS is loaded, and I do that by setting style display none. Now in this page here, you can see here that there's a block that is loading those styles, and I have an unload event. When that happens, then I go to load jQuery. Within the load jQuery function, now that those styles have been loaded, I unhide the document. So I set style display here equal block as opposed to none, and now you will be able to see it, but you do not get that flashing between unstyle and style. And so that makes it look infinitely better from my opinion. Now the next thing that I do is I load jQuery, much like in the block above, except here I'm creating a script tag, and the rest of it is just loading some of the other scripts. Now I have one other file, which is the components.js, and in here I am extending the HTML element class, and in this case I'm making some very, very simple components, which are really just bootstrap HTML, and I'm assigning it to the inner class. Now the difference here is that I'm controlling everything programmatically, so if I wanted to, these are elements that I could instantiate programmatically as well, and I could pass in parameters and perhaps make something a lot more richer. But here I'm just giving you the bare bones. There's three things going on here that you should note. The first one is web components. That's what this page is. Then there is the loading of styles and scripts, and that was init. And the third one is a small little trick that we use in HTML to hide the document so that we don't have that flash between unstyle and style. So this is pretty much it for the hello world. I'll share and update this code so you can enjoy it.